Hey, all you Zealots and Zerglings, it's time for a live-casted, four-player, free-for-all map. You know what, is this Forbidden Planet? I think this is the name of the map, I completely forgot. And I actually selected all the races with this, for this one, and I had some logic behind this, so I'll cover that while we're in the intro part. We'll put the production tab up so you can see if anything fancy's going on. But we have Bocephus here as the sort of light gray Protoss. He might be happy about that, but I've seen his Terran in these free-for-alls, and he usually just starts destroying. So we'll see if being Protoss, maybe he doesn't have quite the tech balance figured out for a free-for-all when he's on his own. We'll see. We'll see. I'm really hoping this works out. And if we cycle around here, we have Spartan as the pink Terran. And I know people might be thinking, well, he's getting pretty good at Terran lately. Is this crazy? Well, yeah, that may be, but I've seen his Protoss free-for-all. He likes going for a lot of Void Rays or throwing cannons everywhere. And I think maybe, he's got to be a little more conservative here. He can't just kind of push out with an unbeatable army. He's going to have to maybe make some tanks, kind of figure it out. So we'll see if that works. And we cycle around here, and we have Dunamai as the red Zerg. He's probably the happiest here because I let him be his own race. Because admittedly, even when he's Zerg, he sometimes can't quite figure out what he's going to do. So I'm trying to give him all the edge he can get. We'll see if he can find a good solo build here as his preferred race. And finally over here, kind of off on his own, which will probably give him an advantage because he's a little upset with me right now, is Contrarian is the blue Zerg. I couldn't in good conscience make him Protoss because then these other three guys would never speak to me again. And I know he's not a fan of Terran. He seems to have something going with Zerg. I don't think he believes me entirely, but I think he can put something competent together. And he's kind of isolated here. I mean, not as isolated he could be if he was at one of these two bases, but he's got a little room to breathe. These bases are going to be... Oh, actually, Dunamite's taking another main. But, he's not going to be able to use this as sort of a staging area to harass this, because, I mean, the ramp just pops down here to where this expansion is anyhow. Actually, his actual natural is over here. So this could be interesting for him to take this one. So I don't think there are going to be a lot of clashes here just yet. And we got a lot of scouting going on right now. We got pools coming out for both our Zerg. It looks like Contrarians is going to finish first. And we got a core coming out for Bocephus. Let's see if maybe he's going to go for some Void Ray tech. We'll see. I can't remember how much Void Rating he's done, especially in these free-for-alls. So we'll see how that works out for him, or well, if that's what he's going for. I don't really know what he's going for yet. It's pretty early on. We got a couple of tech labs coming down here for Spartan. If he's going for some heavy Marauder play, he just might be, which could work out. Depends on what his opponents do. I mean, Marauders will be pretty bad for Bocephus, but the two Zergs, if they went for a Ling build, and I don't see a Roach Warren yet, but if they went for a Ling build, then the Marauder's not going to cause them that much problems. Let's see what kind of scouting we've got. Let's see, Contrarian has seen... Well, he's seen that Dunamai has taken this base, so he knows this base is taken. And Dunamai has only really scouted the natural of Contrarian, so they only know about each other. That could be an interesting little Zerg skirmishes there. Spartan has not done any scouting whatsoever, but he does have a probe in his base. And oh, that wall-up is not complete. It is certainly not probe-proof. We swing that around. No, that probe just squeezed right through there, and the Marauders are out now, but he got a little bit of scouting information. And has he seen anything else? He has scouted everybody. Not only that, he's seen Dunamai's supposedly hidden expansion, which is not very hidden because everybody but Spartan knows where it is, and I don't think he's going to worry about a hidden expansion just yet. What's going to be interesting is who can take over this side of the map, because there's not a lot of contention here, and it's going to be really hard to defend those. So whoever can take decent map control and get a lion's share of these bases, I think it's going to be in pretty good condition, or in pretty good shape. And we do have the factory going down here for Spartan. He's going to get another tech lab, so going heavy Marauder. And maybe going into mech. I don't think he's going for mech. Maybe he's just going heavy Marauder. And we do have speed on the way for both of our Zerg players, but we do have the Roach Warren going down for Contrarian. He does like to transition pretty quickly on the Roaches, but he's going to have that speed there, I guess, as an option. Or he could go Ling Roach. It is a valid build. You don't see it as often, but you see it sometimes. And get a couple of spines up there to defend his natural just a little bit. I'm curious if anyone's going to take any sort of... Ooh, and a Baneling Nest from Dunamai, but what is that going to be good against? We don't have any Lings out on the map yet, do we? Well, we have 10 Lings, but those are all Dunamites, and he's probably going to want to use those for making making his banelings. And it looks like we are getting some Marines out for Spartan, but he's going pretty Marauder heavy. And Dunamai, or Bocephus, what is Bocephus up to? He's getting a +1 attack. Pretty conservative army right now. He's going to get an Observer out. Looks like maybe he's going to go for the Robo route. Maybe get some Immortals out. Maybe get some Colossi out. He's going to really have to get... He's really going to have to get that second base up and running pretty quick if he wants to go Colossi. Even Immortal is going to be very, very difficult until he gets more on gas. Oh, we actually need... There we go. He's going to get full gas on that one. Chrono boosting out that +1 attack. So that's going to be good early upgrades for him. We do have the 1 attack... Oh, double up +1 attacks from Contrarian, so maybe he is going for a Ling Roach build. Oh, actually, it's triple Evo, so he's going to get that armor as well, keeping his money very, very low. And with the passivity on this map, that could be brilliant, because he'll have some good upgrades going right now. A very strong ground army, and he is going to be the first to take his third base. I mean, he's expanding away from everybody, so that is going to bode well from him. I mean, Dunamai has some rooms, some options. I mean, he can grab this one pretty easily, but then he's going to kind of run out of room. He could park here, but, you know, tanks on the high ground could be hard to hold this. Starport is on the way. Missile turret's going to be defending that front, but I don't see any Mutalisk play yet, so you're not going to have to be worried about that. Baneling's on the way, and Baneling speed, but again, he doesn't know what anyone else is building, so is this going to be any good? If he comes against the wrong unit composition, maybe he's afraid of Lings from Contrarian, which he might still be building Lings, but we have not really seen much of an army just yet from him. And what kind of... Everyone's pretty even right now in army, and if we check the income, we do have Spartan a bit behind, but he's also only just expanded to this base. So that could explain why he's a little bit behind, and we do have a pylon going down here, which if he puts a cannon down here, it might be in range of that missile turret. So he's a little bit behind. We are 2 Zergs in the lead. Bocephus is trying to keep up, but he's got a little bit of work to do. And now we got a lot of Lings coming out for Contrarian. Is he gearing up for an attack, or does he just want an army to defend? And what about those Banelings? There's some Lings right here. Maybe check in the center. I don't know. Actually, this watchtower would be brilliant to take, because... Well, actually, no. This watchtower is really not all that useful at all, unless someone swings around the center of the map, because, I mean, you can just swing around the outside and nothing. So unless someone wants to do a cross-map attack, like Spartan to Contrarian or vice versa, this watchtower is really not going to do much. The watchtower is not all that great in this particular map. But, I mean, any vision you can get, I suppose, is going to be helpful. And we do have Vikings coming out for Spartan, definitely anticipating a lot of air, but there are no air structures, there are no spires, there are no stargates. He is getting air all by his lonesome. Although if we do see some Colossi coming out, I do not yet see the Robotics Bay technology coming out. He's just getting mostly Gateway, getting that Blink Stalker up, and he's getting +2 attack. Does he have any armor attacks? Yes, or armor upgrades. Yes, he does have a +1 armor. And some creeping going down here, putting some spines on this ramp right here to kind of defend his third. Still a bit of an exposed flank here, but we don't really have anything that Contrarian can do to take advantage of it at this time. Not going any sort of Spire Tech, but we do have Spire Tech coming out for Dunamai. Oh, is Contrarian going to be ready for this, or is he going to swing over here? If he swings over here, though, he's going to see the missile turrets of Spartan, and he's going to immediately give up that up. Which means the next logical step for his Mutalisk are to be to swing this other direction, but I think he's more concerned about the Zerg on his flank right there. If we can see what he's seeing right now, he still hasn't really scouted all that much. He has kind of looked around this sort of area, but he hasn't checked it out in a while. He doesn't have current vision of it. Spartan still, he's not checking out what's going on at all. Yeah, everyone's pretty much, after their initial scouting, they're pretty much saying, I've seen all I need to see, I don't really care to see anymore. Obviously, Blink is just finishing. Oh, and a Dark Shrine coming out for Bocephus. That could be devastating. Looks like he is going to go for some Immortal Tech. There is no Robotics Bay even yet, so definitely going for heavy ground right now. Well, I guess Colossus are still heavy ground. And the triple level 2 upgrades coming out for Contrarian. And what are those Lings up to? Oh, we do have a push here for Contrarian. He managed to take out the spines at the top of the ramp. And there are no Banelings right here. The spines are all he had. He did not have any defensive Banelings right now. The Lings are going to take out that Queen, and they're going to do a ton of damage to this drone line. Is he going to pull him out of there? And actually, he put all his tech here. Did he really put all his tech here? This was his initial base, wasn't it? I believe it was. But now he's going to lose all of his tech. Oh, this could be really, really bad. He's going to be able to rebuild this. I don't know. He's going to lose his lair. He needs to start rebuilding that tech. He's just going to try to build some more Lings. Will be able to get done in time. I don't think they're going to get in time to save the lair. There's still some Lings alive. Broodlings will be able to clean those up handily. Broodlings are insane. And he's got to be careful. That's not enough Lings. Broodlings from there are going to hatch. And do a little bit more damage, but he's still in danger of losing all this tech. And where are the lanes? He's producing 36 more lanes, which is going to be enough to stop anything that Dunamai can bring at him. So it looks like being the Zerg player is not going to help him out this game, because I think he's going to be out early unless Contrarian just pulls back and gives up 5 Mutos are on the way, but I think it's going to be a little bit late. And are any of them performing right here? Yes, they are, which means they'll get there quickly, but he's got to be careful that those eggs don't go down, because that is technically a danger. I think the Mutos will finish attack. Well, actually, those eggs go down really quickly. I swear in StarCraft 1 they did not go down this quick. So one is going to go down, the Mutos are going to pop, and you're not going to be able to do much damage. But he's just going to keep flowing in here, but all of his tech was there. That is not going to be good. And these Mutos are going to go to town as long as they can, but in the end, what's he going to be able to do? And Contrarian, why is Contrarian bringing all of his drones here? I think that was a bit of a misclick, because their drones are going to go home now. They're going to, hey, let's go help. There's Zerglings here. Roaches, yeah, you got this, right? We're just gonna go back to mining, because you really have this, and we don't want to steal your thunder or anything. And we have an infestation and double spire coming. That's interesting. I mean, I suppose he only has to contend with these few mules because the tech for them is destroyed, and Dunamai's really got to rebuild. He's got his spawning pull back up. He's going to reestablish that lair. But honestly, I don't think he needs to spend money on lair. He just needs to get an army back up, because if these units come and swing around and try to find his main, he's going to be in big trouble right now. And I guess I actually got to pay attention to what's going on here. Looks like we have Spartan taking this gold here in the center of the map. With the Zerg occupied in the south, that might be brilliant. And Spacivus is expanding counterclockwise around the map, so he doesn't look like he's in any position to contest this right now. And he does have, but he has +3 attack on the way and Zealot charge. So he's going to have quite the army going. And looks like Dunamai's got an Overseer out, but it's not really going to do much right now. And it looks like Dunamai or Contrarian has pulled back for the time being, but he's done tremendous amounts of damage to Dunamai, and that was always the danger, that he was expanding towards someone that knew exactly what was going on, and he's not in a good position because he can't really expand in this direction if the worst should happen. And what is this? One Marauder Viking. I don't think I've ever seen quite that unit composition. So he's going to destroy a lot of stuff on the ground and make sure nothing in the air is going to catch him by surprise. But again, there's not really much air going on right here. And we have a hive coming out for Contrarian. Is he going to go for Broodlord? This could be a mistake. Like I said, these Vikings are here, and there's no upgrades for them yet. Is he getting any upgrades? No, he's getting vehicle weapon upgrades, level 2, but he has no... Does he even have a siege tank? I'll only check the units tab. He has nothing that maybe he just got the wrong upgrade. Maybe he's just going for the wrong upgrades, because these Vikings are not getting any upgrades. He does manage to snipe those pylons, but that's going to let Spacivus know that he's going to have to worry about this. And he's going Zealot, Charge Lot Marauder, which won't be half bad against this composition. The Immortals will decimate the Marauders. And but it looks like now Contrarian is going for the main of Dunamai as he was trying to get that tech reestablished. I think that's going to be it. And even going double spire, he just needed to get an army back up. And these few Mutos are just not going to be enough. They just don't have the DPS to take out all this, and that's going to be it for Dunamai. I'm sad to say that he's going to go out so early. And there he is. He's defeated. Lost everything but his overlords. So that's one man down, and Contrarian now has complete control out of the entire south of the map, and actually the south, even the west if he wants it. So that is unfortunate he went out that early. I was hoping he might get a little bit more of a boost. He just didn't have the army ready, and he had a base in a precarious position. And Contrarian, he made him pay for it. And looks like he's going for Mutos. He's going for double Muto upgrades. It's not something you usually see. Usually when you go double Spire, especially when you got Hive on the way, it's to go Broodlords. But he's getting Mutalisks out, but he's going to need some serious gas. He's going to take this gold right here. And he actually already has Mutalisks out. And actually, now that I think about it, what does Spacivus has? He's got some Stalkers. This will be enough for now, but if Contrarians are going to go heavily into Mutalisks, most of the beef of his army is going to be absolutely worthless. But those DTs, they can turn the tide of the battle if you're not ready for them, if you don't have detection in position. And he's just going to quietly macro up. He's got a max army right now, so at this point he can just do whatever he wants, and it looks like he is going to do whatever he wants. He's going to be pushing out. It looks like Spartan's got a fortress set up here, but it's not going to be much against this army. Oh, nope, he's going to be swinging around here where all these Marauders are. And he's going to push in here. I think he's going to do lots and lots of damage as those Zealots and DTs just chop up the Immortals. And he probably doesn't even realize the DT... Oh, actually, there are missile turrets here, so he isn't going to be able to target the DTs. But he may not be aware that he has to pay attention to them. And there goes the infantry right now. And all he's got left is Vikings. I think he's going to fly him to the main base and land them, which is maybe his only option right now. And there he goes. It's going to be hard for them to push back in here. He's going to try to warp in some Stalkers, but I think that'll work for a little while. I'm going to have to keep an eye. It looks like they're going to be sloughing each other up, which is going to give Contrarian more time to macro right now. But Spartan's got to be hurting right now. What kind of production has he got? He's going to switch up to Marines, but with his charge a lot DT with +3 upgrades, I just don't think that's going to be... I don't think it's going to do it. And Spartan... what kind of economy does he have right now? He's got a lot of money. And it looks like Spartan's a little upset right now. I thought he didn't have any problem with being with Terran. So he's going to blame me for this one. Because he went Marauder Viking. It's a very unusual composition, Spartan. So I don't know. We can discuss it later. And look at what Contrarian is doing. 3-3-3 upgrades. Adrenal glands, 2-2 on the air. Where is he getting all of this money? And almost max to boot, and a ton of minerals in spare, and even quite a bit of gas going for him. He can throw some of these mules away and tech to something else. Because he is just expanding everywhere right now. He is taking over the south of the map. His creep spread is phenomenal. But is it going to be enough? It looks like we have Bocephus pushing again, and I don't think Spartan's got the production he needs. What is he doing? He's making 3 Marauders. No, there's Spartan's done. I just know. I think that might have been the unit composition. I don't know. Does he think he would have fared better if he had his own Protoss army? I don't know. I mean, what could he have done with this? Siege tanks would have been good as long as he keep the Immortals away from them. I don't know, but it looks like it's going to be down to both Cephas and Contrarian. They both have some killer macro. They both, well, Bocephus needs to remax his army, but ooh, he's going for Stargate. Is that going to be a good choice right now? We'll see what he's up to. Right now, Contrarian can pretty much get whatever he wants. It looks like he's ready to push out. And well, we can discuss this later, Spartan. But I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. We'll see how this pans out in the end. It's quite a big army for Contrarian. At this point, yeah, you don't really need to kill those off because they are dead. You need to focus on, unless you're trying to clear out a new base. And actually, is Bocephus only on 2 bases? He is only on 2, and he is mined out. Oh, this could be a fatal error right now. He is not expanded yet. I know he has a max army, but look at his gas income. He has hardly any of it. If he loses his army, he's dead. His only hope is to have the superior army. And right now, he's got Lings in his base. Oh, I don't think the Lings should be engaging this. They can do a lot of damage to his infrastructure, which he can't really afford to rebuild right now. And yeah, I know Bocephus is taking this out. Lings are pretty flimsy, even with such upgrades. And oh, the Robo is going to go down. And yeah, he's trying to swing those Mutalisks in there, and the Corruptors are coming in. I'm assuming those are for Broodlords, but he is going to be able to spot the Stargates on the way. It looks like Bocephus is going to switch to Warrior production, but he has no more bases. Did he lose a base up here? Has this been... Oh, he did lose a base up here. I'm guessing he lost the space to Mutas, but he's got to re-expand, especially before he runs out of minerals. He has to expand, or he's going to lose. Contrarian has got an insane economy right now. He doesn't even have enough workers, but he's still killing it. And I don't know how Spartan has still got the best economy in the game, because he's mining nothing. Oh, yeah, it looks like a couple of free Lings here for the Charge Lot DT Immortal army of Bocephus, and he's going to push out. He might have the superior army right now, though. If it's just going to be Ling Muta, he could do a lot of damage to Contrarian, but he can't lose this army. If he loses this army, the game is over. I'm sorry, that's just the way it's going to be. And I don't know, he's just going... I mean, he's got a max army. Where's all of his army at, though? And we got max Lings against max Zealots. Well, almost max Zealots, but you know, the Mutalisks, they have no Stalkers here right now. Does he have detection? I don't see any detection right now. And where's this army going? They're just going to try to march past the spine crawlers. You're making a lot of corruptors, but there's no air force right now. And again, Josephus can't afford to make anything. He just doesn't have the gas, but he's right in the infrastructure of Contrarian. Contrarian, he had this game in his grasp, but I think he didn't change up his unit composition, which he definitely had the ability to do. He still has the ability to do. He doesn't lose his tech, but he's going to lose all of his spires. And his corruptors really can't do anything about it right now. Does he have any overlords he can make into overseers right now? No, he doesn't. He's got to get some detection here. He's moved the wings over here to the spine, or the spore. Oh, he's in danger of losing his tech right now. He can't afford to do this. He's still in a commanding lead, but he's going to lose it to 3 DTs. And it looks like he's just gotten in range of the queen, but they realize that, and they're going to pull back. You just need to get an overseer over here, please. It's better than trying to build spines. There we go. We're going to get some overseers over here. And he's still got a ton of... What kind of army does he have right now? What is his army? 22 units, 20 corruptors, 82 lings. Where are all these supposed units? Well, there's some lings right there. There's the mutalisks. And he is going to be able to clean this up. And it looks like in the meantime, Josephus, though, he hasn't even got this third base up. And all that time he was down there, he needed to get that third base up. He has no money right now. If we check the army size right now, he does have 128, but he's still way behind. Contrarian's got the bigger army. He's got way better income, although he definitely needs to get some more mining going. Maybe transfer some drones. But right now it's Contrarian's to lose. He's just got to pretty much got to call the economy of Josephus, because Josephus cannot keep up his production. He got a lot of stalkers, though, which once this is spotted, Contrarian's definitely going to have to switch up his tech, but he is going to be going for that greater spire. He lost 2 spires. He already has 3 again. This is insane. But I don't know, though. These stalkers have blink. The stalkers do have blink. They have +3 upgrades. I don't know if Broodlords is the best idea, although if you get him in a good position, I mean, you park him out here, he's going to have a hard time, he might lose the space, and we'll be able to expand again. I don't know. And he just spent money on a wave of zealots, and he's going to send a cluster of lings up here. If they run into the space, they're going to do tons of damage. Oh my goodness, he's got nothing to defend this right now. He's got to get the drones out of here, but these are 3-3 cracklings. They're going to do a ton of damage right now. And that is definitely going to hurt his economy. And yeah, the lings are going to run into that, but he's definitely hurting the economy of Josephus, who he can't really afford much of anything right now. But Contrarian's got to build his death army right now. I don't know if this is it. His army, he's got corruptors, but there's not really any air. There's nothing for them to shoot at. I know he's going for broodlords. Oh, there he goes. But the rest of his army is, even with full upgrades, is still pretty flimsy. He needs something that can do a little bit of damage. He needs something to be a little bit durable. But now he has forced Josephus into pretty much pure stalker, which is not always great against Zerg, especially when the Zerg with full upgrades, and he's got to be utilizing blink too. He can't just let his stalkers, take hits and all that. But now he's got a big army here. I don't know where those broodlords went, but these mulas are going to cause. Oh, and he's going to make a ton of broodlords just right here in this spot. This could be really, really bad. Looks like the Zerg production has started, but there's more than enough anti-air to take care of this. Josephus desperately needs an economy right now, but he is just getting it absolutely. I don't know how they're so. Oh, that's why Contrarian's getting a ton of gas. I'm like, how do they have the same mineral mining with such a disparity in workers? 16 workers. Oh, but I mean, Josephus, he's pretty much done. Again, I mean, it's Contrarian's to lose. He just can't keep up with that macro. He had a chance when he was in the main base, but after a long time, Contrarian finally responded, and it looks like we might be going into a base race scenario. He's just going to push with all these stalkers and a few zealots. Fully upgrade. Well, he doesn't have the level 3 shields, but oh, and there's going to be some spines here. I don't think they're going to hold up, but they will slow this army down, and that is really all that Contrarian needs right now. He'll have plenty of time to remax. There's going to be no reinforcements. He's losing far too many pylons. And oh, but Josephus doesn't even know where he's at. He's going to pull in here to this expansion, which is mined out. Wow, when did that happen? He actually mined out something that was way over here. But this is not going to be the devastating blow that Bocephus needs it to be, because everything is being destroyed right now. And he's not really producing anything all that well. Like, oh no, he's not a max army. He could make some more army. But now he's about to hit all these spine crawlers. He's going to have to deal with them, but they're going to do a bit of damage. Although with those full upgrades, I don't know how long these spines are actually going to last. So it looks like it's going to be base race, and Contrarian's got enough money, he can just start throwing bases all over the map. And once he takes out... Wait, does he have the other Nexus gone? Oh, no, he doesn't have... He needs to get these Nexuses down just so he knows where Bocephus is at, because, well, Bocephus does have a lot of minerals. But, oh no! Oh no, does he have any... He has 3 probes left. He needs those probes to stay alive. And Contrarian realizes he's in a base race scenario. He's going to throw a base on the far side of the map, which he should be able to easily defend. And where are these probes for Bocephus? Where are they? Oh, he's expanded over here. Here's one of the probes right now. So this is going to be interesting. It's base race scenario right now. And Contrarian's not making anything. He's definitely running lower on supply, and he's about to lose his spires. I mean, actually, he's got full upgrades. Just mass some roaches right now. Should be able to deal with this army pretty well. As long as, especially if he doesn't really do any blink microing. But it's not really... I guess he's just depending on his forces. Do you have any Mutalisks left? He needs Mutalisks to scout. He does have 22 Mutalisks. He's going to need those for some scouting purposes. And he did manage to leave the Spire Tech. Ain't gonna last for long, although he can always throw down a hatchery with one of these. Nope, but there, he's found the last Nexus. I don't see any of them more going down, and he only has 1 probe. I don't know where it is, but he's gonna be defeated. Contrarian's gonna win the base race. He just got an economy going. He couldn't be stopped. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.